our Juneteenth proclamation read by Councilmember Andrade.
Thank you. Whereas President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863, declaring enslaved people in Confederate territory free, paving the way for the passing of the 13th Amendment, which formally abolished slavery in the United States of America, and whereas more than 250,000 African Americans remained enslaved until June 19th, 1865, when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas to enforce Lincoln's proclamation and declare their freedom, and whereas June 19th has a special meaning to African Americans and is called Juneteenth, combining the words June and 19th, and has been celebrated by the African American community for over 150 years. And whereas the Smithsonian Museum calls Juneteenth our country's second Independence Day, and whereas on May 13th, 2021, Governor Jay Inslee made Juneteenth an official state holiday, and whereas on July 19th, 2021, Burien City Council made Juneteenth an official day for City of Burien employees, and whereas we acknowledge that post-World War II funding programs that provided a path to home ownership for white Americans, combined with pre-existing discriminatory housing covenants and real estate practices to exclude many Black Americans from living or purchasing homes in certain neighborhoods in Burien, and whereas on February 27th, 2023, Burien City Council expressed their support for Black Home Initiative, a regional effort to correct those historic, exclusionary, and discriminatory housing practices, and whereas we acknowledge African American contributions and achievements within Burien, past and present, and now, therefore, the City Council of the City of Burien, Washington, does hereby ask all City of Burien residents to join together to proclaim June 19th, 2024, Juneteenth in the City of Burien, and urges all community members to join us in the celebration, dated this 10th day of June, 2024.
Thank you very much. And do we have someone to accept the proclamation?
Yes. I have Fred Birdwell. He's from Art by Frederick. He's an Emmy-Award-winning and nominated photographer, as well as a highly sought-out after music producer for over 30 years. He's a Burienite, and he is here to accept the proclamation.
Awesome. Wow.
Yeah. Hello. How are you guys doing? Thank you for doing this, having me, and I appreciate it. I was asked to say a couple things about Juneteenth and perhaps what it means to me. Juneteenth means to me the opportunity to share stories of our struggles, educate all those about the Black experience, and to reflect and remember. But it's also not to define what has been done to us. Instead, honor the sacrifice and resilience of my ancestors before me. We just want to be treated and recognized as everyone else. That's basically what that means. We also know that Juneteenth, 1865 might have been the day that abolished slavery on paper, but we also know it did end there. Slavery and racism was rebranded. There was Jim Crow laws. We also had segregation, white-only lunch counters, separate schools, separate water fountains, so on for Black people. When that didn't kill our spirits, we were lynched, beaten, framed, property burned, and other things that you probably couldn't even imagine that was created. But we also created and invented things during this time that changed the world, such as things like the pencil sharpener, light bulb, gas mask, and even the super soaker. To survive all of these things for generations and people, as a people, only to finally then have a chance to own a piece of the pie of the American dream, and then you're redlined from buying a house in certain areas for no reason than the other color of your skin. I wish I could say that these practices and things were back in the day, but they've happened as recent as 2023. Similar things, new tactics have been used to either keep Black people from purchasing homes or even not getting fair market value evaluations for their homes because of the color of their skin. But the resilience and the will to want to do better will always lead us to fight for what's right. I owe it all to the ones that have walked in these shoes before me. Ask yourself, could I have survived this with everything against you from the beginning, from the top all the way down to the bottom? Here's the African proverb I'll leave you with. Until the lion tells his tale, the hunt will always glorify the hunter. Thank you.